All right, now we're going to focus on save movie function. In this function, we should either create a movie or update it. So we check if movie.id exists. We should update the movie. So we send an HTTP put request to API endpoint +/+ movie._id. So that is our URL. And then we need to pass this movie in the body of the URL. However, this movie has an ID property, and our RESTful API on the backend doesn't like the ID property to be in the body of the request, because that is confusing. If we have one ID in the URL and another ID in the body of the request, which one is correct? So we should remove the ID from this object, but we don't want to modify this object directly, because if you look at our movie form, this is where we have used the save movie function. The movie object we're passing is part of our state. We don't want to directly modify this. So back to our movie service. Here we can use the spread operator to clone this object. So body, we create a new object and spread the movie. Then we delete body._id and finally pass body here. So that is our update scenario. Otherwise, we're dealing with a new movie, so we should send an HTTP post request to the server. HTTP.post. We pass our API endpoint as well as our movie object. And also we should return the result to the caller. And one more time here. We're done. Now back to the movie form. This is where we're using this function. So we should await the result and mark this function as async. Save the changes. Back in the browser, let's update an existing movie. I'm going to change Hangover to Hangover Plus, change the genre to action, number in stock to 1, and rate to 3. Save the changes. You can see all the changes are reflected. Beautiful. Let's also create a new movie. Okay, here's our new movie.